What is up, guys? It is the Sound Alchemist, and today I'm back to bring you those 40 facts on the Warhammer 40K universe. This time we are diving into the lore on my 11th Legion project, the Celestial Sons. And last time we covered the Infernal Sons' very own Nurgle-devoted Terminator Lord. And today we're talking about the Tzeentch-devoted Chaos Sorcerer, Arunsar the Hundred. So if you guys don't know what this little snippet of lore is, it is my fan version of the 11th Legion. As we all know, the 11th Legion has been lost all thanks to the Emperor's Edict of Obliteration, but this is my interpretation of what I think happened. So let's continue with this lore on Arunsar the Hundred. Near the end of the Fractured Sun incident, Arunsar was protecting some injured Celestial Sun Space Marines from the forces of the Space Wolves. The ferocious warriors of Fenris were relentless in their attack. Bolt rounds and chainsword assaults pushed back the tactical squad that Arunsar was leading. He could now allow the wolves to advance any further, for the room behind him housed many injured Celestial Suns. Channeling the powers of the warp, Arunsar summoned forth a hail of warp lightning. Fenrisian power armor was no help against this mighty assault. However, 2 Space Wolves survived. Arunsar ordered his tactical squad to advance and finish the job. Just then, a warrior clad in golden armor appeared behind the Space Wolves. Arunsar screamed at his men to retreat, but in the blink of an eye, he was already on the squad. His movements were a blur, but each attack was a perfect killing blow. In mere seconds, the Adeptus Custodi took care of the Celestial Sun's tactical squad, and then he set his sights on Arunsar. All Arunsar could do was summon forth a psychic barrier to give the wounded Astartes some time to escape. Round after round pummeled the barrier, until finally the Custode stopped. Traitor Astartes of the 11th Legion, Celestial Sons, the Emperor of Mankind has ordered for your destruction. Now is your only chance for redemption. Lend your aid to the Imperium and help us end this bloodshed. Strike down your corrupted battle brothers, and the Emperor shall forgive you. The time for your redemption is now. With this being said, the Custode leaves. Taken back by this declaration, Arunsar turns around and sees the wounded Astartes before him. They raise their bolters and bolt pistols, and fire. The Celestial Sun's Psyker takes multiple hits before falling. Anger swells within him. How could his fellow battle brothers betray him? He who would protect them. He who has fought alongside them. He who controls the powers of the warp. He who would make them suffer greatly. With hatred now fueling his actions, Arunsar rises. With an outstretched hand, flames as hot as the sun itself engulf the wounded warriors. This would be the beginning of Arunsar's descent into the abyss we all call chaos. Years pass, and now the Midnight Sun Dante Hueco has tasked his 4 generals, the Bloody Eclipses, with finding the remaining Celestial Sons. Arunsar gathers his forces, and he embarks on this mission of vengeance. Throughout these years, Arunsar has fought fearsome Xenos races, bested Chaos warbands, and he has even attained many new psychic abilities. These new war powers have been gifted to him by his new patron chaos god, Tzeentch. On one occasion, Arunsar's warband had the unfortunate luck to make planetfall on the planet of sorcerers. The Thousand Suns attacked, and Arunsar was heavily wounded. On the edge of death, Arunsar enacted a spell so powerful that he was able to transfer his psyche into one of the Rubric Marines. Using this new body, Arunsar managed to steal a powerful tome inscribed with demonic spells from the Thousand Suns. Throughout the years, Arunsar has stolen hundreds of bodies, all for the pursuit of knowledge and power, each time bringing him closer back to the Hellforge of the Infernal Sons. Now that he has contacted Dante Hueco, he's delivered the tome from the planet of sorcerers. With this, the whereabouts of the Celestial Sons have been found, but Arunsar has a secret agenda. He wishes to take Hueco's body and command the chaotic infernal suns for his own. But only time will tell if the Hundred will succeed in his insidious plot. But now that we've got information and backstory on this insidious, chaotic sorcerer, let's find out what his stats are on the battlefield. So of course, he is an HQ, Arunsar the Hundred, has a movement, weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength, toughness, wounds, attacks, leadership, and save equal to your standard chaos sorcerer. He has a warp stave, which again, same thing. Plasma pistol, same thing there. With his psychic powers, though, he has to come with Smite and Prescience. Prescience because he's trying to gain the... he's basically trying to become Dante Hueco's right-hand man, and so Prescience will bolster up Hueco's forces, and he'll see that he is an asset. So those two psychic powers are for sure there, but you guys can choose what you want the third to be. Now for the abilities, he only has Death to the False Emperor, so he's essentially a generic sorcerer. Points cost is 105, and if you're talking about power, it is a 6. Faction keywords are Chaos, Mark of Zeech, Heretic Astartes, and the Infernal Suns. Keywords: Character, Infantry, Psyker, and Sorcerer. And with that being said, guys, that's pretty much all the lore on Arunsar. Just your, generic Chaos Sorcerer, but Sorcerers are very beneficial to any army, whether it be the Imperium or whatnot, because Psykers have Smite, and Smite can do some pretty good work. So, we've got lore on Bellicrax, and now we've got lore on Arunsar. Expect lore on Varos, the Khorne Demon Prince, to come out. If not by the end of this week, most likely next week he's coming out, and then we'll talk about the Slaneshi guy, and then we'll get into the lore for Dante Hueco. Now I've talked about Dante Hueco before on the channel, but I'm changing up his lore because at first I had him as a Warpsmith, and then I went back to having him as a Chaos Lord, but I prefer him as a Warpsmith. That's what this Chaos Army is all about, the Demon Forge, demon engines and that kind of thing, so you'll see that coming up. If you guys have your own fan lore you guys want to send to us, hit us up on our Facebook page, message us the link to it, or send it all on our message, or hit us up on our email. It's onemindsyndicate1@gmail.com. So with that being said, guys, stay tuned for more chaotic lore on the Infernal Sons of the 11th Legion. And again, guys, I am Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.